Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you the best Teostra event guide, Howls of the Flaming King. This video reviews the upcoming Teostra event. Teostra will be the second Elder Dragon coming to Monster Hunter Now, and it also brings a brand new blast element to the game. So, new exciting things coming in a couple of days for Monster Hunter Now, and it brings this fiery dragon Mufasa thingy. Yeah, it's coming. First, we're going to start off with dates and times, and it's going to be local time for this event. So, if it's 9 o'clock during your time where you're at, well, guess what? This event is going to start at 9 a.m. your time. From Friday, August 16th, 2024, 9 a.m. until Sunday, August 25th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. This gives you 9 days, 14 hours, and 59 minutes to take advantage of this event. This is the best time for you to hunt Teostra if you're looking for its weapons and armor. So that's roughly 10 days. It's quite a bit. Don't worry, Teostra isn't going away. We have more details on that on the event details coming up. And here are those details we're looking for. During the event, only Teostra will appear at Elder Dragon interceptions. And after the event ends, Teostra and Kushala Daora will both appear in Elder Dragon interceptions. So this is the best time because you're only going to have Teostra come out itself, and then you're going to have to deal with both Teostra and Kushala Daora on the field when this event is over. So take advantage of these 9 days if you really want to go after those Teostra weapons and armor. I know for sure for me, I'm going after the armor. I'm going to try out the weapon, and honestly, I don't know if I'm too inclined to max it, but we'll see. And here's the thing. Here's how it's going to work when there's Kushala Daora Elder Dragon interceptions that are popping up during, before the event starts. So if any of the Kushala Daora start before the event, they'll still continue to appear until they expire. So say it's like 8:59 and then Kushala pops. Until that thing expires, any Elder Dragon interception that appears after that Kushala that's in a preliminary state after 9 a.m. will all be Teostra. So anything before 9 a.m. that pops, it's going to be Kushala, and then anything after 9 a.m. will all be Teostra. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, why is this Kushala still here on the map? It's because it was there before 8:59. So, I mean, basically, it was there before 9 a.m. In addition, there will be limited time quests for this event. And here are those rewards for those time-limited quests. You have gatherable materials, including Monster Bone Pluses, which the rarity 3 for the Bone Pile Node. I think that's, yeah, Bone Pile Node. What, that thing. A Wyvern Gem Shard, and a Teostra Tail. It's important to note that the Teostra Tail is likely a rarity 5. Tails like Kushala Daora Tails are rarity 5, so they're gonna give us a rarity 5 and not a rarity 6. I kinda wish they would give us a rarity 6 for a reward. It doesn't hurt, as it still takes a ton of materials to build / max Teostra weapons and armor anyways. So it's not gonna hurt if you give us 1 rarity 6. For grade 8 for the armor, I believe it still takes 3 rarity 6s, and then of course 7.5 for the weapon after. It takes a ton of horns, or not horns, it just depends on what rarity 6 Teostra is going to have as you try to upgrade it further. So it's expensive anyway, so I hope they're not super cheap like this in the future. Again, still takes a lot of materials. No, doesn't hurt the player or the economy if you just give us 1 for completing these quests. Up next, we have probably the most exciting part about this other than Teostra is the Blast element. And here are its details. So Blast element is a status element that will build up like poison, paralysis, and sleep. Once Blast builds up enough, it will cause an explosion, dealing damage to the part where the buildups last occurred. So it's not like the main series games, I'm going to explain that later, but it's going to deal explosive damage on the part you last occurred. So if the explosion occurred, if the last part you hit was the head, then the explosion is going to deal damage on the head, and that's where the part buildup is going to happen. So if you're trying to break parts, try to make sure you're focusing on the right part, and hopefully you're attacking it right before the blast goes off. Now the thing about damage, blast damage is fixed and can deal damage to parts where normal damage is less effective. So probably going to have increased part damage with the explosion, but not sure exactly how it's going to be until we get all the data and it fully releases. This is different from the main series games as Blast can damage multiple parts. It is unknown how damage will scale in terms of Blast in Monster Hunter now. So in the main series games, an explosion will damage multiple parts and it does this little area of effect thing on monster parts, but doesn't look like we're going to get that from Monster Hunter now. So again, we don't know how it's going to scale in Monster Hunter now. I'll definitely have content and a guide on that once I have more data analysis, once I actually start testing it and I do more research. Okay, hopefully it's not that weak, you know what I mean? But it is a new element and hopefully that fixed damage is a decent amount considering how long status buildup can take, even if you're using status sneak attack. And with blasting, we have a new skill for Teostra that's going to be exclusive to it, called Teostra Blastpowder. So it's exclusive to the Teostra armor, and it's called, again, Teostra Blastpowder. Attacking with a weapon that has the blast element makes it easier to inflict Blastblight status buildup on monsters and easier to rid yourself of Blastblight. So I don't know if this means, because I'm going to explain that later, but there's a way you can get rid of Blastblight yourself without having anything on armor. And it is likely this skill will cap out at level 3 like Kushala Frostwind. So by having 3 pieces, you can max this out. And let's just hope that, again, that its blast is actually pretty good. But what is Blastblight? Well, here are the details for Blastblight. It is a guaranteed status element when hit by attacks that inflict Blastblight. In other words, when you get hit by a Teostra attack, some of those attacks might cause you to explode, as sparks will appear on your hunter's body and explode after a certain period of time. This explosion will damage you. So, you're going to be you're basically like a walking grenade. So, I don't know if that explosion will hurt your other teammates around you, which would be pretty much suck. I don't think it will. But as soon as you see sparks appear in your body, I'm not sure if it's going to work like World, as well as mentioning about what I'm going to talk about later. If dodge rolling 3 times will get rid of Blastblight like in the main series. If you dodge roll 3 times, usually you can get rid of it, at least for main series. If you can't get rid of it in Monster Hunter now using that would kind of suck, because stop, drop, and rolling is how you get rid of being on fire, and in this case is the getting rid of dust that will explode and try to kill you. And speaking of dying, all you have to do if you die is buy more potions or use potions, or if you have first aid meds. So we're going to move on to these exclusive packs. If you don't like the exclusive packs, you could skip this chapter if you don't plan on spending money. From Friday, August 16th, 2024, 12 a.m. until Sunday, August 25th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. And this is the HOWLS of the Flaming King pack. You get 2 Ultra Hunting tickets and 3 Special Carving Knives, which is pretty good, especially if you're going after and using and doubling your mats at the same time, so hopefully it's a good price. Next, you have a web store only. So the web store is something you have to go online, go directly to it in order to buy these products, and then you have to log in with your account. This is the HOWLS of the Flaming King Premium Pack, giving you 20 potions, 10 Ultra Hunting tickets, 5 Special Carving Knives, and 11,000 bonus gems. Now, assuming the web store pack goes off of the gems, which it usually does, it's $99 for this pack, which is it's pretty up there as far as price goes. And if you tally up all the extra stuff you get 3,300 gems worth of extra items, making it a value of $129.98. So hopefully it's cheaper. Like, that's a lot of bonus gems, but that's a whole lot of extra stuff. I plan on buying it. Don't know about you guys, but if you plan on spending money, that's definitely a lot of good stuff to consider. And considering you get an extra $30 worth of extra items if you do the math. And of course, no update wouldn't be complete without the additional information. In order to see Teostra and Elder Dragon interceptions, you must finish the prologue, which is you kill Jagras and then you should be able to see it. Event quests will be available in a special quest tab for those who completed the prologue. Make sure you finish and claim your quest rewards before the event is over. Update details, quests, and rewards can be changed without notice. Check the FAQ for Elder Dragon opening hours. And follow Monster Hunter Now on social media for the latest news. Hopefully y'all are excited for this event. I will be making a ton of content focused around Teostra's weapons, armor builds, and the Teostra attack patterns guide. I'm super happy a lot of this stuff comes out before I start working again, as I'm going to be a therapist and the school year is almost going to start, so I'm super excited. I'm kind of not excited at the same time because I have 2 elementary sites, which is fine because I need more experience working with little kids anyways. Most of my experience is with working with adolescents and high school kids because I'm a head wrestling coach, and junior high is my strongest. That age group is my strongest. Not saying I can't work with little kids, it's easier to do so, but little kids, for me, it's really rough. My colleagues are great at it, but maybe it's because I'm a dude, I'm the only male therapist on our team. But yes, look out for all that content coming out, and despite the fact that I am returning as a therapist, I still will be uploading daily and as much as I can. So if you think you're going to catch up to me, good luck with that. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on all your drops. Hopefully y'all are excited for this event and you get a ton of drops when it comes out. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.